If you're waking up bloated, it probably didn't start in the morning, and it's probably not just what you ate, because your gut doesn't switch off at night. It regulates, or at least it's supposed to. Most people think bloating is about food, something they ate, something they shouldn't have eaten, something they need to remove. But morning bloating is different. If you go to bed relatively comfortable and wake up feeling tight, full, or pressurized, that tells us something important. Your system was active overnight, and something in that regulation cycle didn't complete. Let's talk about what's supposed to happen while you sleep. Your digestive system doesn't shut down, it shifts gears. During the night, motility patterns change. The migrating motor complex, a cleansing wave, moves through the gut. Gas redistributes, fluids shift, pressure normalizes. But here's the uncomfortable part. Your gut can fail quietly. You won't feel it at night. You won't wake up from it. There is no alarm. You just wake up bloated. And by then, the window has already passed. That is why morning bloating feels confusing. Nothing dramatic happened, but something subtle didn't complete. When the nervous system doesn't fully enter parasympathetic dominance, overnight regulation weakens. Stress that carries into sleep, shallow rest, late stimulation, irregular timing, all of these shift rhythm. And when rhythm shifts, pressure behaves differently. Morning bloating is often not new gas. It's retained pressure, incomplete clearance, delayed motility. Think of it like unfinished housekeeping. The body had a window to reset, but it didn't fully reset. Now here's where most people go wrong. They wake up bloated and immediately blame dinner. They cut foods. They remove gluten. They remove dairy. They eat cleaner. But if the pattern repeats, even with clean eating, that tells us food isn't the whole story. Because regulation is not just about inputs, it's about timing. Let's zoom in on three regulation layers. First, motility. If gut movements slow overnight, gas and fluid stay where they shouldn't. Not because you produce more, but because you clear less. Second, nervous system tone. If the body stays slightly activated during sleep, pressure sensitivity increases. The same amount of gas feels like more. The same stretch feels exaggerated. Third, fluid distribution. At night, the body redistributes fluids. If that redistribution is sluggish, you may wake up feeling heavier or tighter, even without excess food. Now notice something. None of these are dramatic. There is no explosion, no sudden malfunction. It's subtle, and subtle dysfunction is harder to notice, but easier to repeat. That's why morning bloating can feel random, even when the pattern is consistent. Symptoms fluctuate, but regulation patterns repeat. If this has been happening for months, it's not random. Your system is consistent. Even when your symptoms feel unpredictable, this doesn't mean something is severely wrong. It means the system is compensating, and compensation creates symptoms before pathology. The distinction matters. Symptoms are often adaptive. They're the body saying, I didn't finish what I started. If you only chase the symptom, you miss the pattern, and patterns matter more than isolated episodes. So instead of asking, what did I eat? A more useful question might be, what was my system doing last night? Was sleep deep? Was stress carried into bed? Was there late stimulation? Was timing regular? Because digestive regulation follows circadian logic. When timing shifts, motility shifts. When motility shifts, pressure shifts. When pressure shifts, you feel bloated. Morning bloating is often a delayed echo, not an immediate reaction. And this is why simply eating cleaner doesn't always fix it. You can optimize food, but if the regulation window stays unstable, the pattern continues. This doesn't mean food doesn't matter. It means food is only one layer. Regulation is broader. It includes nervous system state. It includes a sleep architecture. It includes daily stress load. It includes motility rate. And when those align, morning bloating usually softens naturally. Not because you eliminated everything, but because the system completed its overnight work. If you watch the previous video about night bloating, you'll notice something similar. Timing matters. Night bloating and morning bloating aren't separate problems. They're part of the same regulation loop. Next week, we'll talk about why your gut feels tight under stress, because the same rhythm that fails overnight after continues during the day. Morning bloating isn't random. It's not a personal failure, and it's not always about dinner. Sometimes it's just unfinished overnight work.